We got Dissolut from Germany with releases on We Are Freaks, Deep Root Underground, Punk Revolver, Basement Sound, Hood Politics, Stashed, Ferris Wheel, CR2, Superfet, and so many more. Welcome, fellas. Welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you
Thanks
for having us, man. It's such a great honor, really.
Yeah.
They dig the shirts, matching white shirts.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
So shit. Yeah. So this is a little show that we do once a week before usually with my guests. I think I'm gonna just start having just all kinds of different people on. But this is you guys obviously are on a completely different time zone than I am in New York. So where exactly in Germany are you guys at? Start there.
We are in the southwest of Germany. So basically near Frankfurt. Frankfurt is mostly quite known city. So yeah.
Also Slightly Sizzled. Shout out Slightly Sizzled.
Yeah. Shout out to Sizzle fam. Yeah.
So the only time I ever was in Germany was on the way to Croatia. We stopped at, I think that was the airport that we stopped at and changed. And someone that I was with, I won't say their names, talked me into that. Was because you guys can smoke in your airports, right? You have like smoking rooms.
Yeah, smoking boxes. Yeah.
I'm all right. I'm not going to admit to a felony over the air, a federal, but he's like, yeah, you can smoke fucking weed in here. I'm like, are you crazy? Anyway, that was my only experience in Germany. Now I'm probably never allowed to ever go there. So,
don't worry about
it. You guys seem like you are cooler about stuff anyway. But so right off the bat, let's start it off. You guys, how did you two meet? How did this whole even before this came to fruition, how did you guys meet and decide you wanted to start making music together?
We both worked in a bar together, and Luz was new, and we had like a Christmas party from the bar we were working at, and he told me that he was into DJing. He never played in a club, and I was hosting a party here in Mannheim where we're based at. So I offered him to play the warm-up because no one wants to play the warm-up, but someone who never played in a club before. So I offered him to play there, and this is how we met. And then I think we were in the studio like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
It was how can I say
interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. Interesting mix. But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
definitely. That's what I thought. So I think we wanted to do something new, a new project, and that's how we came together with Dissolut, and wanted to do a duo.
Hell yeah. So you guys grew up in the same part of Germany? Is that the
Yeah. We actually grew up fairly close to each other. I think just like a mile away, maybe not even. So really close.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But we never knew each other till I started working at that bar. So that was quite interesting.
Let me hear from each one of you. Like, how did you get into making dance music or like music in general? What was your first entrance where you're like, man, I want to make some house music, or I want to go listen to some house music, or like, how did that all start?
Well, I first, like everyone, I first started listening to music, and I first started with listening to drum and bass and heavy dubstep, and then I started coming in or listening more to techno and tech house, and then developing the urge of like just wanting to know how this music was created, not with the goal to produce it, but just wanting to know how sounds are made, basically. And then, like, I think 90% of every producer just downloaded or got FL Studio, I don't know, 8 or something from a friend, and then
Wow.
just tried around making beats, and that stuck with me.
Hell yeah.
Basically until now. Yeah.
Hell yeah. How about you, man? How did you get all into all this stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I listen to house music or electronic music since I was 14, and I think when I was 18, I bought a little controller to DJ at home, like when you go before you go to a party, like with friends, just jamming around, making shit. And I had a friend who brought me to the first clubs, and he told me that I have to produce music nowadays. So I kind of got forced to play around with Ableton, but I was completely overwhelmed with the program, and I had no idea how to do that. So yeah, I think it evolved from time to time, and came back to Ableton, and yeah, started to make beats, and then I met Lewis, and then we joined our forces.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
basically.
I mean, I think I started playing a couple of your guys' tunes during the pandemic on my shows,
Yeah.
and somehow I don't know. Did you guys play the Ferris wheel thing? Was that
No.
no? For some reason, I thought I was trying to remember how we linked, but I think I just was playing your tunes, and then I was just like, "Yo,
Yeah.
your guys' tunes are dope." Fucking.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Which one was it? I was trying to remember. Was it Warning maybe or Lucky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I
let me
think
check.
both. I think both of those I was playing, and then I might maybe put them in my top 10, and I was like, yeah, I got to get these guys on the show.
You played Falling. The last one you played
Falling
was
too.
Falling.
Yeah, that one too.
from
That,
Slash release. Yeah.
so give us let us know, how did you, and first off, am I pronouncing it right? And how did you guys come up with the name?
Yeah, you're pronouncing it completely right. I think there's no rule to that. Because we just sat together and thought, okay, if we're going to do this together, we need like a name which sounds cool, but not too, I don't know,
Fancy.
not too fancy. And I think somewhere in the process we came up with Black Tomatoes or something. So there were a lot of names which didn't stuck, and Dissolut was the one which sounded cool enough and not too pretentious. So we just took
So
that one.
there's no meaning. Is that like a word you guys kind of came up with?
I mean, it contains our names, kind of, because my name is
Yeah.
Serene. So we got the so from Dissolut, and Lou's name, like Lou from Dissolut. So
That
kind of
makes
has a
sense.
sense.
Yeah.
More or less.
I thought it was a German word I didn't know, but that's
No.
No,
That has nothing to
it's
do with
just
German.
yeah.
Well, it makes searching for it's like that compared to codes. You guys have such a better search ability than like
Yeah.
mine was not a good idea if you were trying to be found on
Yeah.
anywhere, especially
Yeah.
the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I can imagine.
So we already got a question coming up. Who is or was your guys' inspiration?
Oh,
That's
I
a
think
good
we
question.
have many inspirations.
Yeah, give us a
Yeah.
I
couple.
think one of the all-time favorites must be Proc and Fitch, or a producer like Chris Lake. I mean,
Yeah.
how can't he be an inspiration? But also people like Armand van Helden, like also the old school stuff. But I mean, there's so many producers to mention, so it's hard to choose a few.
Yeah, I think especially like now, or especially with the drum bass background, Noisia was a huge influence for me, and we, since I think 3 to 4 weeks, through our friend Ole, we re-established the love to them because
It's true.
we re-listened to the tunes, and these are just like huge
Next
and amazing
level.
producers. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like
Their engineer, they are, I would say, and this again, and the chat crew already knows this. It always goes back to drum and bass. It always comes back to drum and bass. But Noisia, their engineering, their songwriting,
incredible.
everything is like they are still, I would say, the best. I
Yeah.
still believe that, and I don't even really
Yeah.
listen to that much drum and bass anymore, sadly,
Uh,
except for my old
Yeah.
records. But
That's
Yeah,
true.
man.
shout out
Insane.
Noisia.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out.
So, another question, or actually, before we even do that, where do you guys work? Do you guys work like at separate studios, or you get into the studio together? Or like, what's your workflow for making beats?
Basically, I think the best described is that we start ideas separately because, especially because Serene is more of a perfectionist than I am, and when he starts a track, he usually takes like 4 to 5 hours just doing the kick and the bass, and that process we felt like was better done alone. And then so we start the ideas separate, then came together in the studio to like redo some elements, like inputting some ideas that we feel might benefit the track, and then try to mold it together.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think we experienced the problem that if we sit together in the studio, I mean, we started tracks together, but sometimes you start with an idea and you get something in mind, but it needs a couple of minutes to show the finished whatever synth or the idea or chord or whatever. And we had the problem that the other one is like, if you just start with it and it still sounds shit, the other one was like, oh no, that sounds crap, forget that. And you're like, oh, okay, forget the idea. And you sometimes limit yourself or each other a little bit. So yeah, I think that the basic idea, we start on our own and then we work it out together.
I get it. Yeah, I totally get that. That makes sense too. That's why I'm usually in the studio doing the same thing, like not finishing my ideas by myself. I can't imagine if I was with somebody else. But it's great.
Yeah.
Is there's actually been, I want to say, at least 3, maybe 4 duos that we had on the show, and I love it because it's such a the only perspective I really get is from myself. So having someone else there to share perspectives, ideas on, the way the music sounds, the way the arrangement is, the way things that should be come in and out, or whatever. So like, I've said this on the show before too, is that I always wanted to have a partner, but I'm also a Gemini, so there's like 3 of me inside my head anyway. So I do enough arguing with myself. So another weird question that we do on here is, what's the weirdest thing that you have in the studio or wherever you make music?
The weirdest thing.
The weirdest thing.
Well,
Truth and Lies had like a horse head.
Okay.
Crazy. Let me look around.
We don't have a really weird thing. Well, especially in the studio, we basically got our monitors, a screen, and we got this recording sign here. That is nothing weird.
So very, very clean and tight and perfect. That sounds very German to me. If it was an American studio, it would be like a mess, and then there would be like a thing of this and a thing of that, and I don't know.
I think since I'm making music in my bedroom, basically, I think the weirdest thing I have is, let me get it.
I know there's a weird thing in there somewhere.
A Lego set.
Oh, is that a Lambo?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like a racing car. I just got back into like building a Lego thing.
Hell
because I missed it. Yeah. But I think that's probably the weirdest, which is not weird at all.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Let's talk a little bit. I don't want to talk too much about it, but how is the pandemic affected you guys in positive and negative ways? And then, like, what have you guys been doing to, stay busy, stay alive, stay healthy, and all that kind of stuff?
I think for us in the first, when Corona came up, it wasn't that bad for us because we had a lot to do with our studies beside making music, and everything stopped. So we had time to sit together every day in the studio, get drunk, do whatever we want, kind of. We started to make a couple of live streams. Yeah, it was fun in the beginning. Well, I think negative aspects, of course, we can't DJ at all. So yeah, we're missing the. I mean, making a live stream is fun, but you're just missing the communication with the crowd or any reactions. It's just like you drop in the bass and you stare at the camera and like, oh yeah, yeah, okay. Well, it's fun, but it's not the same.
Totally. I totally get that. I'm always like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm here by myself. I have 3 lights, a camera, and I'm just talking to people. And I just like, I guess I just kind of forget about it now. But then like when you kind of come to and you're like, is this my fucking life now? What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah.
So is it still are you guys still in lockdown, or things starting to open back up, or what's
Yeah,
going?
no. Well, I think we're going. Well, we just went out from lockdown to being able to go shopping again, and now the numbers are getting higher, and I think everything will be shut down again. So
the
yeah,
shops were open for like 6 days or anything. It's a joke. Everything is now closed again. So all the big festivals in Germany got already cancelled. So
Man,
yeah,
it's weird over here. It seems like things are starting to open back up a little bit, but you know, it could totally be jumping the guns too soon. Hopefully not. Oh yeah, Mr. Bob Dabalina, totally appreciate you guys. I was just saying that as I feel weird myself sometimes. I'm just like looking at a camera, but you guys know I just basically just like somehow turn all this shit off. I stopped drinking for a month a while back, and it got it's a little, you almost need to have like a drink for a second just because it is a weird situation. But I feel like the last month was a little weird because I was just hadn't been drinking, and I was like, all right, I feel like I'm kind of boring sitting in front of this stuff. But man, give me a couple drinks and have a great old time. So shit, you guys are just coming out of lockdown. Shops are just starting to open up. Can you eat inside restaurants at all? Are restaurants open at all?
No.
Yeah, so you guys are where we were a few months ago.
But like Germany is like, as you said, Germans are basically always pretty strict, and I think restaurants have been shut down since November, I don't know, September, something last year. So. And then we had like a brief period of like 2 months where restaurants could open outside, like the outside places. And then before that, restaurants were also shut down. So yeah, we're facing like lots of restaurants getting to the edge of like surviving.
Yeah, that's sad shit. Same thing with clubs, and I mean any business that involves people coming through. So it's a sad thing. But like I was saying, like we try to kind of focus on the positive things because they're, you know, just like this, like we probably wouldn't be talking over Zoom if it wasn't for this shit. So like there's people that take advantage of in a good way of like, you know, not having to go to work or leave your house, and then there's you just got to make the best of it, I guess, and look at it from
definitely
the right point of view. And it sounds like you guys been doing it. You guys been knocking out tunes, right? And you guys both schooling too, right? So that's a lot just to get tunes done when you're going to school.
Just like but like the last few months have been like really grateful because it's just uni, you know. You're just staying at home, like leaving the uni courses open on your laptop and then producing at the side, like mainly producing, then listening to the uni courses, which is not a recommendation, but that's what we did. And just trying to make the best out of this whole situation.
Hell yeah. Well, that's the best attitude to have because we still don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, we're announcing festivals soon, and there's clubs that I think New York City restaurants are opening back up 50% now. They were at, I think, 25%. Now they're allowed to open up to 50%. So we're kind of inching back in there. Obviously, it's terrifying because none of us want to go completely back to being locked down again. But we kind of got to try it, especially because, you know, the economy has been hurt so bad and the U.S. is just pumping. Everyone's getting their stimulus money. Everyone's ready to party now in the U.S. now because they're getting that stimmy check. I almost made a song today I was going to do. It's time for the stimulator. It's time for the stimulator.
That would be great.
But you got to ask Green Velvet to jump on the vocals.
So let me know, what do you guys have coming up release-wise? You got anything in the pipeline?
Yeah, we got, I think, a release on Sink or Swim, which you heard at the beginning of this.
What was that
podcast.
One called?
DIY.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I think another EP on Weo's Street Tracks. Yeah. And then I think another EP on Pooh Tracks.
Yeah.
And I think that's basically everything that is locked in, like signed off.
Hell yeah.
But more to come,
Yeah, definitely.
Unreleased.
Was that
unreleased stuff? Yeah.
Is that Waze and Odyssey? That's the label you're talking about for the Street Tracks?
Yeah.
So they do a lot of vinyl. Is that going to be a vinyl pressing too?
Actually, don't know.
No idea.
That would be insanely cool, but I actually don't know.
Yeah, because I know for a minute that label was just. I could totally be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure they were just doing vinyl releases, and then they started doing digital releases too. So that would be sick if they're doing a vinyl release with that as well.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, that would be great. So have your own vinyl. That's great.
So this is the first time we're doing the group Zoom, and it's probably gonna choke out on us soon. Is there anything else that you guys want to plug or say before you guys are gonna come down, do a set tonight for the couple more crew on Dirty Bird? Anything else you guys want to plug or say or before you go?
Just for the people to tune in tonight to the to the set on Dirty Bird, and a special thank you to you for having us. Huge honor, really.
Yeah, keep sending me tunes. I would love to maybe have you guys on a remix for the label coming up too. We're just like everything's. This is gonna be it's gonna be, as long as we keep our navigation going properly, then it's gonna be a good year. Somehow we're gonna make it a good year, you know, especially the end of the year. So I wish you guys luck. I wish you guys health and all the good stuff involved with that during this crazy freaking time.
Same to you.
Yeah, definitely same to you.
So make sure you guys are following these guys. Do you guys what's your Twitch? Do you have a is it just Dissolut?
It's Dissolut Music, I think.
Okay, so make sure you guys are following Dissolut Music, Dissolut on everything, and we'll see you guys tonight. Thanks for coming through.
Yeah, thanks for having us again.
Yeah, peace.
See you.
Peace, man.
Bye.
All right, I'm gonna cut these guys out before it completely cuts out. Crew, man, thank you guys. Shout out to Canada, Polly, Mr. Bob Dabalina, Elma, Nick Coco, Tara Smiles, You're Doing It Wrong, Cruz Hill, Dirk. Man, there's some really big announcements coming up. Maybe even tomorrow. I'm not completely sure. So maybe even tonight. You guys know I can't keep a secret. There's some really, really big announcements. I'm really, really excited. I can't wait to share them with you guys. Should I leak it now? No, I can't leak it now. I could get myself in big trouble if I do that. But hey, I've done it before. Predictable. Oh, I thought it said predictable. I thought you guys knew what I was talking about. Appreciate you. All right, guys. Let's see. Should we go raid? Who should we raid? Let's raid Subset. We'll raid this subby set. Or should we do Funk Hunters? Also, just so you guys know, all these long story shorts that we do, I'm getting better at putting them up on YouTube faster. I'm almost all caught up. The Freak On one is going to go up tomorrow. And then I'll have the London Bridge up soon. And then we'll get this one up soon. But yeah, so Friday is going to be crazy. And then I should be able to give you guys the big announcement Friday. Much love, crew. You guys are the best. All right, yeah, fuck it. We'll go to see Subset. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tonight. We'll be on 8 p.m. PT, 9 p.m. MT, 10 p.m. CT, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And all the rest, you already know. All right, guys, thank you. Much love. Peace, peace.